The stories presented in this video are real, but we have changed the characters' names and altered images to protect their identities. The creator of this video is not an investigative officer. These narratives have been sourced from various internet platforms. Our intent is not to accuse or target anyone in particular. Thank you for understanding.
Rhea Lawrence was a devoted mother to her son, Ethan, sharing custody with her ex-husband, Mark Lawrence. Their separation in 2013 marked the beginning of a transformative chapter in Rhea's life. Following her divorce, she felt a renewed sense of hope and was eager to explore the dating world once again, though she quickly discovered that this landscape had changed dramatically. The rise of online dating was something Rhea had to grapple with. It was no longer about meeting someone at a cafe or through mutual friends. Instead, she found herself browsing profiles on a popular dating site, Match.com, with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. After setting up her profile, she immersed herself in the vast pool of potential partners, but most of them didn't resonate with her until she came across Nathan Sanders. Nathan, like Rhea, had recently ended a long-term marriage and was ready to embark on a new adventure. Their initial conversations were electric. They exchanged phone calls, text messages, and emails, each interaction drawing them closer together. Over the course of several months, they built a strong emotional bond, sharing dreams, aspirations, and the trials of single parenthood. In a bold move that highlighted the depth of their connection, Nathan decided to relocate to Orlando, Florida, to be nearer to Rhea and Ethan. The decision marked a significant step forward in their relationship, and they both felt a magnetic pull toward each other that was impossible to ignore. Despite her blossoming romance with Nathan, Rhea's commitment to her son remained unwavering. She was diligent about balancing her new relationship with her parental responsibilities, ensuring that Ethan felt secure and loved. As they moved forward, the three of them settled into a routine that emphasized family first. In 2015, Rhea and Nathan made the decision to purchase a home together in the upscale Delaney Park neighborhood, a place known for its beautiful parks and excellent schools. Delaney Park was a picturesque suburb that appealed to families looking for a safe and welcoming environment. The community thrived with tree-lined streets, well-kept gardens, and an active neighborhood association. Rhea and Nathan were thrilled to become part of this vibrant community, and they purchased a lovely house for $600,000, paying in cash and placing it in a trust that included both of their names. Their new home, a sprawling 4,000-square-foot property, came equipped with a pool, a spacious garage, and an apartment above the garage that Rhea decided to use as her workspace. This living arrangement allowed her to maintain her creative pursuits while being close to her family. Although they were excited to start this new chapter, they soon realized that some aspects of the house didn't meet their expectations. The upstairs bedrooms were cramped and poorly designed, and it became clear that significant renovations were necessary to turn their dream home into a reality. Fueled by her passion for interior design and home improvement, Rhea took the lead on this project, determined to transform their house into the perfect family haven. They hired a team of skilled contractors to embark on a renovation that would radically reconfigure the upstairs space. As the project unfolded, Rhea temporarily moved into the garage apartment, allowing her to maintain her daily routine and provide a dedicated space for her work. Meanwhile, Nathan adapted to life in a makeshift space in the main house, spending quality time with their dogs and embracing the chaos of the renovation. As the months passed, the renovations took on a life of their own. Nathan became increasingly engrossed in the process, pouring his heart and soul into overseeing the work. The project shifted from being a simple home improvement endeavor to an all-consuming passion. Each day, he worked tirelessly to ensure that every detail was attended to, and the house slowly began to transform. However, by 2018, nearly 3 years into the renovation, progress seemed stalled. The once promising project was now a shell of its former self, with the interiors completely gutted. Frustrated and desperate for a solution, Nathan reached out to a local home renovator known for their popular reality television series, Zombie House Flippers. The producers were intrigued by the couple's story and agreed to feature their home in an upcoming episode. This partnership seemed like a promising way to revitalize the renovation process, bringing both excitement and potential financial support. However, amid the whirlwind of filming and renovations, Rhea and Nathan decided to marry in a private ceremony in 2017, a decision they kept under wraps, even from their closest family and friends. Despite Rhea's generally private nature, this secret marriage was in line with her desire for discretion in her personal life. By mid-April 2018, as the filming for Zombie House Flippers loomed closer, tensions began to rise between Rhea and Nathan. While Nathan was enthusiastic about the project, Rhea appeared more hesitant and apprehensive, seemingly going along with it to support her husband. The strain on their relationship became palpable. Rhea had invested substantial funds into the renovations, yet she felt sidelined, her name missing from the trust that owned their home. Nathan had promised to rectify this but failed to do so, leading to growing resentment on Rhea's part. Then came the fateful day, April 24th, 2018. At 3:51 p.m., Nathan called 911, his voice laced with panic as he reported that he had found Rhea unconscious in their bathtub. The dispatcher could hear his frantic cries as he explained the situation. When law enforcement arrived, they discovered Rhea's lifeless body, and the scene quickly turned into a crime investigation. As detectives began to piece together the events leading to Rhea's death, Nathan recounted the day's occurrences. He claimed that the morning had started ordinarily. Rhea awoke between 7 and 7:30 a.m. He stated that he left for a walk around 9:30 a.m., assuming Rhea was relaxing at home. When he returned, he took measurements for the ongoing renovations, before leaving again to take their dogs to a local park. Upon returning home, he said he heard water running in the bathroom, and upon entering found Rhea submerged in the tub. Nathan's account was filled with emotional turmoil, but the detectives began to notice inconsistencies. For instance, there were no signs of water on the floor, which would typically be present if he had genuinely attempted to rescue her. Investigators noted bruising on Rhea's body that contradicted Nathan's story of an accidental drowning. An autopsy later confirmed that Rhea had died from blunt force trauma and strangulation, officially ruling her death a homicide. As detectives scrutinized the evidence, Nathan's narrative began to unravel. The investigation uncovered troubling details about Rhea's life, including a significant life insurance policy that named Nathan as the beneficiary. Tensions intensified as detectives began questioning Nathan about the nature of their relationship and whether the ongoing renovations had contributed to their domestic strife. As the detectives dug deeper, they discovered Rhea's concerns regarding Nathan's behavior. Friends and family described a controlling man who manipulated Rhea's emotions, even going so far as to hide her son Ethan's toys, only to return them when it suited him. This psychological manipulation added layers to the narrative that the detectives began to explore. With every piece of evidence, the suspicion around Nathan grew stronger. Investigators seized their computers and discovered notes on Rhea's laptop detailing her unhappiness in the marriage. She had described Nathan as cheap and controlling, lamenting how he never paid for their outings and how his behavior made her feel lonely and isolated. Further digging revealed that Rhea had experienced significant health issues in the months leading up to her death, echoing the concerns expressed by those who knew her. Detectives speculated about the possibility of Nathan poisoning Rhea, although toxicology tests failed to reveal any conclusive evidence. As investigators connected the dots, they learned about Nathan's previous marriage, which had ended under similarly mysterious circumstances. His first wife, Clara, had suffered from health issues that remained unexplained even after their separation. The parallels raised alarm bells, prompting detectives to interview Clara to glean more information about Nathan's past behavior. During their conversation, Clara expressed that her health problems began shortly after they married and that she often felt unwell, leading her to question whether Nathan had any role in her decline. Although Clara vehemently denied any notion of intentional harm, the detectives couldn't shake the feeling that something sinister was at play. As the investigation continued, detectives received a tip from an employee at Club Orlando, a private men's spa where Nathan reportedly held multiple memberships. They learned that Nathan frequented the establishment and had been seen engaging in sexual activities with other men. This information posed a new angle. Could Rhea have discovered Nathan's secret and threatened to expose him? By the time forensic results came back, evidence was mounting against Nathan. Rhea's DNA was found beneath his fingernails, contradicting his claim that she fell into the tub. The lack of any defensive wounds on Rhea suggested she had been caught off guard, possibly during a moment of vulnerability. On August 29, 2018, Nathan was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The news sent shockwaves through their community, leaving friends and family grappling with disbelief. Nathan maintained his innocence, yet the evidence was overwhelming. Investigators continued to explore every lead, even considering other suspects, including Mark, Rhea's ex-husband. However, Mark was quickly ruled out after providing a solid alibi. The case against Nathan grew stronger as detectives served search warrants on various properties associated with him. Inside Nathan's mother's home, they discovered Rhea's missing engagement ring, further solidifying their case against him. In July 2019, a jailhouse informant came forward, claiming that Nathan had confessed to him during a conversation about Rhea's death. This turned the tide of public opinion against Nathan, making it nearly impossible for him to escape the mounting allegations. As Nathan awaited trial, Rhea's family honored her memory, ensuring that her legacy would not be forgotten. They organized memorials and raised awareness about domestic abuse, vowing to advocate for other women who might find themselves in similar situations. After a protracted trial, Nathan was convicted of first-degree murder on April 30, 2020, and subsequently sentenced to life in prison without parole. His conviction was a bittersweet victory for Rhea's family, a reminder of the life cut short and the love that could have blossomed anew. Ethan, now growing into a resilient young man, carried his mother's spirit with him. Rhea's story became a powerful testament to the strength of the human spirit, a reminder to seek love and happiness while remaining vigilant about the complexities of relationships. In the years that followed, Ethan often spoke about his mother with pride, cherishing the memories they shared and the lessons she imparted. Though the journey was fraught with sorrow, Rhea's legacy continued to inspire those around her, turning tragedy into a catalyst for change and empowerment. As he matured, Ethan promised to honor his mother's life by advocating for others who suffered in silence, embodying Rhea's spirit of courage and resilience. He became an activist for domestic violence awareness, reminding others that love should never be a cage but a liberating force that uplifts and strengthens. Rhea's story, marked by love, loss, and redemption, ultimately served as a beacon of hope for others facing similar struggles. In the shadows of tragedy, a new narrative emerged, one that underscored the importance of self-love, the power of resilience, and the unbreakable bond between a mother and her son.